think I'm ready to do a different step to this book. I stitched all these little things in by hand. So this is something that was a leftover from a bag I had gotten from my mother, I think. My daughter could have given it to me, I don't know. But it was scraps. And this right here, I hand stitched this in and kind of glued it a little bit. And this is from these little cute little fruit things from my grandson's little treats. They're like Jello. I don't know why she doesn't get him more. I'm gonna have to go hunt them down and get him some more of those. He absolutely loves them. But that was the packaging. And then I was going to do a little collage on this page using this, but I got a little flustered and had to walk away. Do you ever do that sometimes? This is a little package that I guess I got it from the Restore, but when they had a little room in the back, but they've got linens back there. I think I've mentioned that before, and I've lost my little craft area there. They've totally rearranged it and made the whole store not useful for me. So I'm gonna have to find out where else I can go. This was actually outside. It had fallen off of a wreath that was on the door, front door, and it was on the ground, and I almost threw it away, and I thought, nah, I'm gonna put it in my junk journal. So it wasn't dirty or anything. I just put it in the junk journal. I think I'm gonna have to add some things to the pockets, but I don't know what to put in these pockets. I don't know what I can have. I guess I'm gonna create something. My brain is just shutting down, I guess. And this was scraps from, I think this was it. My aunt down the street, she used to have a store with her sister and her brother-in-law called the Two Sisters, and it was a gift store, and she was really good at wrapping the gifts, and this was one of her fancy wrappings that she did for our gifts from my mother-in-law. I just stapled it on instead of sewing it. Thought I'd do something a little different. And let's see, this one right here, I hand stitched this in also. It's probably not your thing, but this came off of a bag of lemons, so I thought that would look neat, all closed up like this. And you can see them all while it's closed. So that's what I've done off camera, because I'm not sitting under the camera. I don't know if you can actually see that, but anyways, that's what I did while I was relaxing and not bothering putting it in the camera. I've got like part 13, and I think I've seen other people with their parts, and they're only like part 6 and already showing their flip. So I think this has been long and drawn out, and my apologies. I'll try to not make so many parts with the next book, I guess, because I know it's long and boring after a while. You get tired of seeing it over and over again. But what I thought I'd do, sometimes I punch a little hole here and put a little brad in there and make a little thing for things to hang on. But what I thought I would do is just make one that you can take on and off. So I'm going to get busy doing that. Okay, here is some jute, and this was a little cherry bottle that I cleaned out and saved. I'm terrible about recycling, or I'm really good at recycling. I think it would drive my brother-in-laws crazy, and my uncle, aunts. But anyways, I put little beads and stuff like that in here and whatnot. I'll go to the store, somebody give me a necklace or something, or I'll buy it if it's super cheap. I'm not going to spend a whole lot. And then other little duds. But I got a whole bunch of it in here, and I probably got carried away doing this. And what I do is I make beads from, can you see that? I don't want to get too close because I have the camera on manual, but magazines, I get Avon catalogs also from my mom and sister and I, and I was buying them, and you get like a 10-pack, but I was only like using 2 or 3 of them for the family and then throwing the rest away. And some of them I try to tear apart the colorful pages and make little things like this. And I use the Mod Podge and a knitting needle to make these. But they're called African beads. This I don't know what it's called. I just did some tubing, made long tubes and curled them up. And then I'll probably put some little things like this in there and whatnot. This is just a plastic bead, no big deal. Got buttons, that's a snap. Isn't that pretty? I thought maybe I'll do a winter one day and figure that one in. You probably hear the air conditioning in the background. It's a loud one. I know they have AC units that are quiet now. This one has my hair in it. Lordy B, I probably won't use that one. But I'll do a special video, I think, on how I make these beads. I really don't have a plan when I make some of them. They've got different names. I'll have to figure out the names. Some are barrels. That one might be a barrel, I guess. I don't know. I just switch them around. And I usually do them when I'm sitting there watching a movie with my husband, which I've been in my art room a lot lately because he's been out of town working. And our anniversary's coming up too, so he'll be traveling home the day after our anniversary. But, you know, Lordy, if you can get work these days, you gotta grab it when you can. Oh, I got a thing for these weird things. This is my egg fish. I got it in a thrift store a long time ago. I just think he's adorable. And Easter's here, so I like to set him out. I'm gonna hide an Easter egg in there. Or not we, but maybe the bunny rabbit, Easter bunny. And then I bought this several years ago. This is my chicken toad. Isn't that cute? It's so neat. But it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on here. But I had taken them off a shelf above and thought, I need a place to put my books, the journals that I'm making, and I thought I'd put them on the shelf that they're sitting on. That one didn't quite do right. I don't know. That's a weird one. But anyways, I'm going to use this juke. I believe that's what it's called. My daughter actually gave me this with a bunch of other little things for crafting. Thank you, Jen. And this is what I'm going to use. All my daughters give me things. for crafting. I'm so happy that they get their mom. Keeps me busy. Me out of their hair, calling them, what you doing? I miss them all. Let's see. I have another box that I keep my things in that I got for. This one says start each day with a grateful heart. I keep these out in the she shed sometimes, but it's in the drawer next to me. I keep all kinds of things. Oh, there's my owl. I was going to use it in the journal. You know what? I still might. I don't know. But I keep all my other little things in there. Here's some ink. Yeah, I could use that. I'm going to put this in the drawer with my stamps and inks. I'm slowly organizing as I go. Thank you, Tiff. I love it. I use it all the time. And the table, the drawer beside me, and was something my youngest have found. They're all adults, their own families. But she found this. I guess somebody had thrown this out in a dumpster. It's in by a storage unit, but it's got some personal things from somebody else. But she had given this to me. She said that she thought of me when she found this, and she couldn't believe that somebody had thrown all this stuff out. But all of this little things were in there. What a find. A little paper clipping. But, oops, a little letter. Try to hide that. I mean, hopefully you didn't see. Yeah, there's all kinds of letters, addresses in there, so I need to not show them. But somebody had, isn't that cute? I find things like this in antique shops, and I buy them. And my name is Leela, and it's weird. There's somebody's name, Lila, in here. It's written to. And another thing. I thought she kept this one, actually. This actually looks like something that I had when I was a teenager. I used to write my aunt in Arizona. A little book about friendship. Isn't that adorable? That is an adorable little book. That's back in the 91. To me, that's not that long ago. But this was a stationery box. Look at that. It's got foiled edges on there. Oh my goodness, look at this. I didn't see this before. Look at all that. Wow. This is so nice. There's a whole nother one right here on this side. Oh, this little note says something I could put in a junk journal. Or you know what? My aunt now lives in California, and she is a writer now. She's a retired school teacher. And I should just start writing her. I used to have a book on how to write in calligraphy style, but I gave all my things away a while back, and I was going through some things, and I had to move, and I lost a lot of stuff, but that's okay. I've also gained stuff. Too much stuff. Way too much stuff. And I have the ability to make more stuff. But anyways, all my calligraphy things was in a kit, and I gave that away, and I've got to try to start all over again and do calligraphy. I've got some turkey feathers out there that I want to paint. I had bought a feather that's framed, and it was for my birthday. I splurged. I spent way too much money on this feather, but it was from an artist who had passed away. He had painted this feather, and it had like Native Americans on there, and they were camping. I don't know. It just seemed like it was. That feather just spoke to me. I just felt like I had to have it. Little rub-ons. I thought I'd try to put them on the Easter eggs. These are from my little hens, Henny Penny, and Lucille, Wendy, and Carolyn. They're tiny little eggs, and they're a light blue. They're a real pretty color, but these aren't the best colors, I guess, but I only had 2 colors, and I tried to, after I made the yellow and the blue, then I mixed them together to make green, but not very fancy, is it? But that's kind of how they turned out. I thought it was kind of bizarre. I don't know. That kind of turned out different. But I thought I'd put these little rub-ons on there. Other than going to the store and buying what they already have there, I thought I'd use what I got. These little rub-ons. This little bird. Do you celebrate Easter? We're surrounded by a lot of churches here. There's Baptist church, a community church that used to be a Presbyterian church, but they wanted to turn it into our village community church, I guess you'd call it. Not very many people go there, I don't think. I don't see any young children there at all. The Baptist church, they help a lot around in the community. They take up the whole city block here. And then there's a Church of Nazarene. I don't know what that is. It's behind us somewhere. And then there's a few Methodist churches. But I know they advertise as Easter service, which I don't understand. I know we all celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. So I would think that it would be called Resurrection of Christ or something like that, other than Easter. Uh-oh. Because that name Easter comes from a goddess way before Christ. And so does hunting the eggs. There's just so much. You can look it up. The internet will tell you all about it. Or go to your local library. Check out books. I kind of got a wrinkle in it. There we go. Might put some dots or something around there. I don't know. I don't have anything white. Here's a little Easter bunny. Think right. She's rather big. I thought Easter Bunny was a boy, but this one has a dress on. And my Easter egg is really small. Maybe I'll go around this way. My little hens don't lay big eggs. I wonder if I should just kind of clip this here on this side. I love to see photos of your Easter eggs, what you guys have done. I'm making a mess and all kinds of wrinkles here. There we go. How do you celebrate the season of Easter? I know my family is planning a big garden for the spring. There we go. Here we go. Well, bunny rabbits and Easter eggs have nothing to do with Christ raising from the tomb. But I guess we all enjoy watching the children find the Easter eggs that the Easter bunny hides for them. All right, that's a mess. It's all wrinkled. See there? Try to iron it out. Maybe I should have cut her up in sections. Not that great, is it? Just having fun here. That one's the Queen of Hearts. This Easter bunny is holding a basket. I guess that's for bees or something. I don't know, for honey, butterfly. Or I'm gonna put that on here. About that, I think I'm gonna cut it. So like this, and maybe piece it together. It won't be as bad. Let me see. So I hope you have a happy Easter. It's raining here today in Northwest Florida. Well, it was. I was going to go to the farmer's market again, but my little sister and I didn't quite communicate well again. She's doing it in the country. I thought it was going to be over the bridge. And anyway, I deal in all paper goods, so if my things got wet, that would be the end. Alright, so I'm going to just stick that here. I sure miss her though. I haven't been in a month, I guess. I miss everybody. But I've been working on an Etsy shop and trying to get it alive again. I've forgotten passwords and everything, so I'll be back. It's been a while. I'm happy you're here and hope you're watching. I want to show you what I've done with the beads. The little clamp went ahead and did it off camera. There's been a lot of things happening and I haven't been able to really film because it's just been a little chaotic around here. But today seems to be a calm day. Past 3 days have not been at all. Okay, I'm not even going to go into who, what, when, and why, because this is my therapy right here, and I don't even want to go there. Try to make life as beautiful as I possibly can. All negative out and all positive in. I have to say to myself, even when I get a negative thought, to cancel that negative thought. Good grief, I can't get to this. I can't get this sticker off. Goodness, there's got to be an easy way. I've got half of the thing on here already. I tried to do it this way to make sure there wasn't that many creases in there. I bet you guys make fancy eggs. I'd love to see them. Easter's one of my favorite holidays. Everything is new again. Spring is here, the flowers are blooming, the birds are out, the butterflies are fluttering, the seeds are coming up all fresh and new, and we can plant our vegetables. I don't have a big garden, but I like making small ones around the house. Maybe I'll show you what I have. It's not really much. I've been trying to do some bricklaying and it's kicking my butt. I just try to do a few at a time, but people and drama in my life kind of get in the way of all that, so I try to do it when everybody is like sleeping. I'll sneak outside and try to do a few bricks at a time. It's making me tougher though, I'll tell you that. Okay, I changed my basket. I like this one better anyway. That cute. It's a smaller one, but I use the little stick-ons, butterflies, and that just kind of did it naturally. A little white vinegar and just old-fashioned food coloring what I had. And this started coming off. Nothing special here, but special to us maybe. And there she is. A little wrinkled. She didn't turn out so great. And then hope. There's a lot of you out there that needs hope. So do I. Life isn't always so perfect. We have to look up and do our best. And then let me see. These I found just regular stickers, foiled stickers. I think my daughter Jennifer gave me these. I think there's one more in the bottom. It's a little butterfly, I cut it up in 5 little sections and put it together, and he didn't quite go back together like he had. But that's my Easter eggs. Put them back in here. I prefer green grass, not the blue. Alright, there's that. Happy Easter. Okay, one more thing. Here she is again, and I did this off camera. I added a little bit of ribbon right there, tied it at the end. It's a little button. I used a little juke and some brown threading of some type, and I kind of tied it in there. Kind of looks like a macrame, if I'm saying that right. But that's what I made. I'm going to stick it right here on the end, just like so. And there you go. I think I'm done with this. Might want to put some little things in little envelopes. I don't really have any little extra things. Maybe I can try making some. But anyways, I think I'm finished with all this. I'm going to move on to a new book and call it done. So there we go. Thank you everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Board Grandma Designs, and you have a happy and enjoyable Easter. Love you all. Bye. Okay, this is a long goodbye. I was going to show you, I just wanted to show you that I've added some white acrylic paint, and I made little polka dots and little swirlies around the little image. You see that? Make sure. So that's that. And here's a little bird. I'm feeling a lot better about how they look. I mean, they still have the little wrinkles in them a little bit. I thought that was pretty. And then here's that one. I didn't go all the way around. And then the butterfly. This was the first one that I painted with little swirlies. Swirly, whirly, whirly. And I didn't bother with the foiled stickers. This one, that did the weird thing. I just kind of made a sun around it. See? And that's it. I like to show you my feather. I keep going downstairs to grab it, so I was talking about it earlier, so I'd like for you to see that. Let me close this out and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I was telling you something about the feather that I had purchased for my birthday. I can't see the artist's name. I do have a write-up on who he is, but there's the teepee, and that's the land, and this is the water. And I think they're probably hanging out meat or whatever, or fish or something they caught for food to dry out. And then there's a person right there. But that's the painted feather, if you can see it. And I bought this at a store called Native Spirit. It's got a little museum inside of it and a bunch of little things that they sell. But this was one of them. I just had to have it. I thought it was neat. But I'll show you my feathers, and I'm not going to paint them like this. I'm just going to paint them up a little bit and make pins out of them for calligraphy, and try to practice learning how to do calligraphy. But that's it. I think I really am going to say goodbye for now, and I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.